Chapter 7, Lesson 4, Solve and Write Multiplication Equations. Our content target today, students understand that properties can be used to solve and write multiplication equations. Our language target, students will demonstrate their understanding by writing and solving multiplication equations using the properties of equality. Solving a multiplication equation. A multiplication equation is an equation like 2x equals 10 because the variable x is multiplied by 2. Multiplication and division are inverse operations, or they're opposites. So to solve a multiplication equation, we're always going to use division. So in this case, when we have 2x equals 10, to solve, I'm going to divide each side of my equation by the value in front of the variable. So I'm going to divide 2x by 2, and I'm going to divide 10 by 2. When I divide 2x divided by 2, the 2's cancel out, and I'm only left with my variable x. 10 divided by 2, there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as my solution. X equals 5. And if I put that into my 2 times 5 equals 10, 5 plus 5 is 10, 10 equals 10. Yes, that is the correct solution. If I look at 3x equals 6, again, 3x equals 6. I'm going to divide each side of my equation by the number that's connected to the variable, which is 3, because my goal is to get this variable by itself. So whatever I do to one side of my equal sign, I have to do to the other. 3x divided by 3, the 3's cancel out. I'm left with x equals 6 divided by 3 is 2. And to check that, I take 3 times 2. 3 times 2 is 6. Does 6 equal 6? Yes. So 2 is the solution to that equation. Letter A. 3x equals 15. Again, 3x equals 15. To solve a multiplication equation, I have to divide. So I divide each side of the equation by the number that's connected to the variable, which is 3. 3x divided by 3, the 3's cancel out. I'm left with my variable x. 15 divided by 3 is 5. Letter B, 8 equals 4x. Again, they've been flipped around. That's okay. So 8 equals 4x. Again, I'm going to divide each part of my equation by the number that's connected to the variable, which is 4. 4x divided by 4. The 4's cancel out. You're left with your variable of x. 8 divided by 4 is 2. And if you have problems with multiplying or dividing, you can look in your planner to find the multiplication chart that is there. Letter C, I'd like you to pause the video and try on your own. Letter C, I have 2x equals 14. Again, I'm going to divide each side by the number that's connected to the variable, which is 2. 2x divided by 2 is x. 14 divided by 2 is 7. So x equals 7. So when we look at writing an equation for multiplication, We're going to read through, we'll underline some things in here so we know what we're looking for to help us solve it. It says Vincent and some friends shared the cost of a package of blank CDs. The package cost $24 and each person contributed $6. How many people shared the cost of the CDs? So we know that the package cost $24. We know that each person gave $6. What we want to know is how many people shared the cost of the CDs. So that's our variable. How many people were there? So $6 times so many people equals $24. So to solve, I'm going to divide each one by the coefficient. That's the number that's connected to the variable. In this case, it's 6. 6W divided by 6. The 6's cancel out. I'm left with my variable W. 24 divided by 6. 6, 12, 18, 24. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. So I know that my variable W is 4 people. Had to share the cost. Each one paying $6. In 2004, Penn Howdow and Simon Murray walked 680 miles to the South Pole. The trip took 58 days. Suppose they traveled the same distance each day. Write and solve a multiplication equation to find about how many miles they traveled each day. So, Howdow and Murray walked 680 miles. That's our total. It took them 58 days to do that. We are trying to find the amount of how many miles they traveled each day. So miles is the variable. And again, here you get to choose your choice of variable. You can use whatever you'd like. If you like to use M for miles, that's fine. If you like to use the first letter of your first or last name, that's fine. For me, I'm going to stick with W. So to solve a multiplication equation, I do the opposite, which is to divide. I divide each side by my coefficient, the number that's connected to the variable. And when I take 58 divided by 58W divided by 58, those numbers cancel out. I'm left with my variable W. 680 divided by 58. I take 680 divided by 58, and I get 11.724, and it continues on. But it says about how many miles? So that would be W equals 12 miles. Again, we round up to 12 because 5 or more, we round up. 4 or less, it stays the same. In this case here, 7 is more than 5, so we round this number up to 2.